Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we are preparing the car for the winter. The first and most important thing that we have to do is to put winter tires on the car. As you can see, in Finland we can use studded tires, which I use. Winter tires can best be identified by the three-peak mountain snowflake symbol on tires. Tires contains also a lot of important information that are printed on them and that are good to know. I always mark the tires' location so I could put them back on the same place. Tools that we're going to need for today are one jack stand, telescopic ratchet wrench, torque wrench, socket wrench size 70 mm, battery charger, and tool for checking coolant freeze point. Every car has different jack points, so pay attention where do you put your jack. Information about the correct jack points you can find in the manual book that you get with your car. Besides studded tires, you can use winter friction tires. Their grip characteristics are at their best on snowy roads. On icy roads, studded tires have better grip. Downside of using studded tires is that they cause more road wear than friction tires do, and in addition, studs detach fine particles from road surface which have harmful effects on human health. As we live close to the coast, during the winter time, the roads are mostly covered with ice, so unfortunately we have to use studded tires. Simply put, winter tires will improve stopping, acceleration and handling in our harsh winter environment. Putting winter tires on your car will make winter driving much safer, and it is obligatory to do in Finland from 1st November till 31st March. But it does not have to be exact from this date, which I will explain you later. Before I lift up the car completely, I will loosen every bolt a bit. In this car, jack points are too small, so I can't use jack stand parallel with my jack. There is actually another place which you can use for jack point, but they are under the car and I am not using them for tire change. Still, I want to be safe, so I will put jack stand beside as a safety feature. Jack will still hold the entire weight of the car, but I put it here as it is better to damage car if jack drops than to lose or injure hands. For the same thing you can use removed wheel. Also pay attention that car is on a flat, level surface and don't forget to activate your vehicle parking brake. Also it's recommended to use wheel chocks. Depending on what end of the vehicle you are working on, place wheel chock on both sides of the tire and at the end of the vehicle you are not be jacking up. Previously, in Finland, winter tires were required from the 1st of December to the end of the February, but they could be used until April 20 if necessary. In June 2020, the new law changed this on a longer period, from 1st November to 31st March, but it allowed weather or transport condition to determine when they are necessary. So you don't need to put them right away from 1st November if road conditions are good, or you can remove them before 31st March if weather allows it. There is one safety bolt on each wheel, which prevents the theft of the wheels. For this bolt you need special socket which you will get with your car. Before returning wheel with winter tires, it's always a good idea to check the condition of your brakes and whether there is any visible damage or something that you should pay attention to. I will switch the point location marker to summer tire so we know where it goes. Start tightening bolts by hand, so that the thread is not damaged if you go wrong. When you are doing job in front of camera, where you have to pay attention is it visible to viewers, everything is so much harder. Always use torque wrench for tightening. Scientists in car industry studied what is needed torque so everything would be okay. There is no need for over tightening. Torque that you need you can find in book that you get with your car, or if you don't have it you can even find it online. For my car it is 120 Newton meters. Gently tighten the wheel while it is still in the air. When tightening, use a star pattern to properly tighten the wheel. I like to lower the wheel just enough to touch the ground and check the tension once more and tighten it a bit. In the end, I lower the wheel all the way and do the final check. These summer tires are already too worn out, so I will replace them, but I will show you how I prepare tires for storage. The tread depth of the principal grooves of summer tires must be at least 1.6 mm. In difficult condition, in order to avoid aquaplaning for example, the tread depth of summer tires should be at least 4 mm. For winter tires, the tread depth of the principal grooves must be at least 3 mm. But in slushy or snowy condition, or in conditions that are difficult for other reason, the tread depth of winter tires should be at least 5 mm. Also, the age of the tires should not exceed 5 years from the date of manufacture, which is the recommendation set by the Tire Industry European Organization and the Automobile and Touring Club of Finland. First is cleaning and removing some little stones that can stuck in tire. That is usually bigger problem with the winter tires. Then it goes washing them with high pressure washer, but as it's very cold today and I will replace these tires, I will not do it today. Finally, I use tire dressing product that additionally clean and protect the tires. They also look very shiny and new after this. Since I don't have too much space in the house for my tools, I always put them back in the box. Finland has a very cold winter, so it's important to check the freezing temperature of the coolant. It is easy to get a cheap and easy to use tool that can tell you approximately the freezing point of the coolant. For an accurate value, you need a special tool, but it's not necessary unless your value is close to the limit. The limit depends on where do you live. If you live in a country where the coldest temperature is above 0 degrees Celsius, then even the water will not freeze, so the coolant will not for sure. In Finland, it can be around minus 30 degrees Celsius. Last winter we had a few days with minus 25 degrees Celsius. Opening the coolant tank is always done while the car is cold, because coolant can be very hot and this container is under pressure. So if you try to open it while it's hot, serious injuries can occur. I know it's hard to see, but the lowest value on this tool is minus 30, and according to my coolant freezing temperature, it's way below that. I changed the coolant less than a year ago, and I know that the factory coolant value is minus 36 degrees Celsius, so there's no reason to worry about the coolant for this winter. There is also a minimum mark on the coolant tank, so always make sure you have enough coolant. The next thing is to recharge the car battery, but it's something I do periodically, in the summer at least once a month, while in the winter every 2 weeks and sometimes even every week. If you drive short distance and you have additional heating system in car, which I have and which is really must have here in Finland, car doesn't have enough time to recharge battery, so it's needed to do it periodically with charger. This car has a start-stop system that requires a special battery, so of course you need to have a charger that supports this type of battery. When doing this job, always pay special attention how to use charger properly and always read the instruction. Otherwise, you risk doing costly damage to your car and even to injure yourself. With charging car battery, first connect the red cable to the positive terminal of the battery. Then connect the black cable to the negative terminal, and depending on the charger, maybe you will have to select operating mode, but today most of them are smart, so last step is just to plug it into one power socket. Depending on the current battery charge, charging may take up to a few hours. But with smart chargers you don't have to think about it, because when the battery is full, the charger will stop charging and you have the information on the display that the battery is fully charged. Finally, after the battery is charged, disconnect the charger in the reverse order. First the power cord, then from the negative terminal the black cable, and finally from the positive terminal the red cable. Finally, pay attention to the freezing point of the windshield fluid. During the fall I used liquid that have freezing point at -18 degrees Celsius, but now I will switch to another that concentrated has a freezing point at -60 degrees Celsius. But you can mix it with the distilled water, and depending on the mixture you can see in this table which will be the freezing point of that mixture. At the end of every job around the car, it is necessary to start the car to make sure that everything is okay. Write in the comments, are you preparing the car for the winter by yourself, or you like to go to a car mechanic shop, or do you prepare it at all? That was all for this video. If you like it, give us thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.